Okay, good afternoon. Um, Today we are going to discuss some basic catecholamines when given by IV infusion and how they change the heart rate, arterial pressure, and peripheral vascular resistance. Okay, so this is IV infusion of adrenaline, okay, noradrenaline, and isoprenaline. First of all, adrenaline, noradrenaline, and isoprenaline, where does it act, right? So adrenaline acts on all receptors, right? So alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1, beta 2, as well as some amount of beta 3 also, but beta 2. Okay, now NORAD only acts on alpha 1 and alpha 2. It hasn't got any beta action. Okay, but isoprenaline has mostly beta 1 and beta 2 action. Okay, but it is not having any alpha action. Okay, this is first point to differentiate. Okay, now on the basis of a structure, a catechol ring, okay, catechol ring, which is present in even dopamine, okay, and dobutamine, adrenaline, noradrenaline. So these are all catecholamines. Okay, so the catechol ring is present. Okay, this is important question. Now on the heart rate, right, what happens in the pulse rate or heart rate? Now you can see I have tried to, you have to visualize how it changes, right? Now adrenaline, what it does, it increases the heart rate. Yes, it increases the heart rate, but up to say level X, right? What does noradrenaline do? It actually decreases the heart rate. It's called reflex bradycardia, typically seen in noradrenaline infusion, whereas it increases isoprenaline, suppose 2x. Okay, so it increases nearly double the time of heart rate as compared to adrenaline. Okay, now what is more important, what is most important? So where do you give this drugs, right? So सबसे common, or it's very commonly seen in ICU setup, this term noradrenaline, you'll hear this word NORAD. I give this NORAD to the patient with bradycardia. So what it does, it actually improves the bradycardia as such. When we give noradrenaline, it is given in bradycardia to improve the heart rate. But as such, if IV infusion is given to a normal patient, it actually causes a reflex bradycardia. Okay, so this is very typical thing. Now arterial blood pressure, when we'll see this color. Okay, this is systolic and this is diastolic. So what does adrenaline do? It increases the systolic blood pressure and decreases the diastolic blood pressure, whereas noradrenaline increases both systolic as well as diastolic blood pressure. Okay, whereas isoprenaline increases the systolic pressure, but very less amount, but increases the decreases the diastolic blood pressure nearly 2 times. So this is a very simple way to compare these three drugs. It is very commonly asked in Viva because students get confused, right? Now in the peripheral vascular resistance, adrenaline decreases the peripheral vascular resistance by suppose half, like X, we take it as a standard, so divided by 2, right? But it not isoprenaline decreases by 2x. Okay, and noradrenaline increases the peripheral vascular resistance by 2x. So see, this you have to not mug up, but you have to understand and remember this thing, and it will be helpful not only now during the vivas and all, but it will also be used when you will be actually treating the patient. Okay, so clinical orientation is very important. I am just asking you to go to a ward, go to ICU and see some infusion pumps, okay, and which drug is been given. The most common you'll see is insulin, okay, and the second one you'll see is noradrenaline. Okay, so these are the very commonly used. You go and see the pumps, okay, in the ICUs and in the emergencies, it will be very helpful for you to understand what is the patient, okay, why he or she is given this drug, right? Now, the another important question, a very very important question of Viva is uses of some of the drugs, like for example adrenaline. Okay, so we'll try to link something. Okay, now adrenaline is used in anaphylactic shock, earlier directly given in cardiac arrest. Okay, in the cardiac arrest generally adrenaline is given, but when you'll see in ICU setup, there are two life-saving drugs. There is atropine, and yes, adrenaline is also given, but even noradrenaline is preferred over adrenaline. Okay, and then even if not working, then adrenaline is given. So you should know that atropine, noradrenaline, adrenaline, these are life-saving drugs. Okay, these are given in patient with severe bradycardia. The patient is going to die. Okay, there is nothing, the heart is not working, so we have to give some stimulants. We don't give dopamine as such on that moment. We get a single shot injection of atropine and noradrenaline, or adrenaline, a single shot, and then we'll maintain with the norad infusion pump. Okay, now adrenaline is given with local anesthetics, right? Why? In many cases to increase the local effect, okay, and systemic side effect को बचाने के लिए, कम करने के लिए, right? Now the control local bleeding similarly से, क्योंकि adrenaline क्या करता है? It has a biphasic response, okay, and in the biphasic response it actually causes vasoconstriction, peripheral vasoconstriction in many places. Wherever it is used, it causes vasoconstriction. Now vasoconstriction, it क्या हो जाएगा कि blood आएगा नहीं, तो blood आएगा नहीं, bleeding नहीं होगा. उसी तरह से ब्लड सिकुड़ जाएगा, वेजोकंस्ट्रिक्शन हो जाएगा, तो लोकल एनेस्थेटिक का साइड इफेक्ट नहीं होगा, क्योंकि एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ लोकल एनेस्थेटिक का नहीं होगा, right? So you should know this. Now acute bronchial asthma, earlier it was used, nowadays it is not used. So now see, adrenaline is what? It is mainly a sympathomimetic drug. Okay, it is not a sympatholytic drug. So the question will be asked, like, what is a sympathomimetic drug, what is a sympatholytic drug? ओके, अल्फा एगोनिस्ट का नाम बताओ, बीटा एगोनिस्ट का नाम बताओ, इस तरह से, राइट? सो मोस्ट कॉमन जब एक्यूट ब्रोंकियल अस्थमा पढ़ रहे हैं, तो यू शुड नो दैट वी हैव टू लंग्स, एंड टू लंग्स में कौन सा रिसेप्टर पाया जाता है? बीटा 2 रिसेप्टर पाया जाता है, वेरी कॉमनली आस्क्ड, एंड बीटा 1 इज प्रेजेंट इन हार्ट, राइट? सो नेम सम बीटा 2 एगोनिस्ट. दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. इट विल बी आस्क्ड, वेरी कॉमनली यूज्ड. एग्जाम में अचानक से पूछेंगे, कंफ्यूज कर जाओगे, ठीक है? So uses, bronchial asthma, but the side effect is more important in Viva, that is tremor, tachycardia, hypokalemia. Hypokalemia means decrease in the potassium, and restlessness. Okay, ठीक है, important है. Now we some sympatholytic drugs also. जब बीटा एगोनिस्ट पढ़े तो बीटा ब्लॉकर भी पढ़ते हैं. तो बीटा ब्लॉकर में that's very important, you should know the names, and knowing the names is easy when you know the function of some of the important drugs, right? For example, it has a vasodilator action also. Okay, beta blockers are second line drugs used in hypertension, but earlier it was first line, but now in the newer guidelines it is second line. Okay, so it has a vasodilator action. Okay, so direct action celiprolol, it has a direct vasodilator action. Now beta blocking plus alpha blocking property, most important, very important, labetalol. It is used in hypertension in pregnancy. Okay, so very important. This is a very important question. There are eclampsia and preeclampsia. Okay, there magnesium sulfate is used. You should know this drug. Magnesium sulfate is used, but labetalol is used in hypertension in pregnancy. Okay, जिसका सीवियर फॉर्म में अगर प्रोटीन्यूरिया ये सब होने लगेगा, ठीक है, सो विल कॉल इट प्री-एक्लेम्सिया एंड एक्लेम्सिया. सो यू विल लर्न मोर अबाउट इन गायनी, राइट? नाउ मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट इन कार्डियोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट ऑल्सो, carvedilol is a very important drug. Okay, carvedilol is also a very important drug because it has both alpha and beta blocking property, but mainly in the cardiology department we get beta 1 selective, means है ना, cardio selective, beta 1 selective beta blockers. right? So very very important. Now bucindolol, like you should know these names, all the lols, ठीक है, एग्ज़ाम में याद नहीं होता, एक भी मुंह से नहीं निकलता सही से, ठीक है. नाउ बीटा ब्लॉकर भी है, बट बीटा 2 एगोनिज्म भी शो करता है. दीज आर द ड्रग्स, राइट. द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इज नाइट्रिक ऑक्साइड प्रोडक्शन. नाइट्रिक ऑक्साइड एज सच can come as a long question also, because it is a very typical and newer topic, and like how it is made, and cyclic GMP, all the pathways are very important for nitric oxide. Okay, how it is made from arginine is also one of the important question. It is one of the amino acid from which nitric oxide is formed. Okay, so these are the beta blockers which are actually producing nitric oxide, right. Now some beta blockers are also calcium channel blockers. Here is the name. These are the calcium channel blockers also. So you can see carvedilol is everywhere. Okay, you will see carvedilol also as an antioxidant. Okay, so it has a multiple property, so don't forget this name. Okay, you will be asked this kind of question, and at the end in the examination hall you will actually forget the name. Okay, so just practice it by like saying, or you just write it down. Okay, now potassium channel opener with beta blocking property is tilisolol. It is a very important viva question, is an MCQ also. Now beta blocker with potassium channel blocking property you see as an antiarrhythmic drug, sotalol is there. Okay, there is one beta blocker which is a potassium channel blocker also. Okay, so this is very important question. Now very important, इतना सारा बीटा ब्लॉकर पढ़ने के बाद बीटा ब्लॉकर पॉइजनिंग हो जाएगा. तो बीटा ब्लॉकर पॉइजनिंग में व्हाट इज द ड्रग ऑफ चॉइस? दिस इज द ग्लूकागॉन. दिस इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वाइवा क्वेश्चन. ओके, तब तक के लिए टाटा.